All right, guys. Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. We are going to do a little bit of work tonight. I don't really, really, really want to work today. All right. We are going to work on getting the Yamato going again. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get something on the background. Let's see if it's live. DSP is live. I don't know. Let's see here. Don Flurgandy's live. Turtle Boy's live. Cam Higby. Rob Noor. Don't know. Let's see what else we got live. There is. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we will. Yeah, we'll just go ahead here. So here's a $5 put on DSP. It's Merch Week. The same thing as before, but again, it's Merch Week. Where is that clip? I need that clip of them doing it. It's Merch Week. It's like the Pod Awful. Where the hell is it? Where is it? I want that one. We'll just.
Whoa, buddy!
Oh, I did find it.
Mersh's car is being repoed live! Whoa! This is the craziest, most insanest show! You're not going to believe what you're about to see. The thing from yesterday's show, but again.
He told me not to talk about it. He said I will not be on the same screen as that fuck Chris Jericho.
Oh, look, Merch got up and he left.
Man, like they have like this little bar.
It's Merch Week.
Like right by the
Merch car.
There was a
repo.
There was
gay hands.
The cover of my
gay hands.
That is good. That's good, chat. I forgot about that. It's Merch Week. So we'll see. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so what can we... Yeah, we'll watch some Don Flurgandy here. Just something to go in the background. So we'll do that. I need something in the background here. We're watching Phil. He better be doing some pack rips. Merch getting Ice Dancer fired. I mean, that's fucked up, man. I mean, but that's dabbler shit. Like they do shit like that. Like people getting fired from their jobs and stuff. That's so fucking gay. You know, like I don't even know what like Ice Dancer does for a job, but it's like I'm sure it was like an okay job. I'm sure she didn't do bad at it. And for Mersh to like just fucking torpedo all that shit, that's kind of fucked up, man. So I don't know. I think that shit's all faggy when people do that. Like, I'm gonna call your boss. Like, that is the biggest faggy melanated Karen shit ever. I don't know. I don't. That's why some of this stuff is just ridiculous, guys. That's why some of this stuff is just fucking ridiculous. It's like, it's the fucking internet. It's the internet. Okay? It's all cringe and it's all gay, no matter who you are on the internet. It's just the scope of how cringe and how gay on that pie chart or on that bar graph you are. Where on that point do you plot like, you know, are you low cringe and low gay? Maybe. Are you high cringe and high gay? Are you somewhere in the spectrum of it? I think it's so fucked up, you know, like we fucking forget people forget themselves. So you learn about all this culture through me. So EDW Raptor says for $5, why was the CIA director in Russia? You mean yeah, why was John Ratliff in Russia? Don't know. Along with the US Embassy in Moscow taking on the flight. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. Some glowy shit is going down in Russia right now. So I don't know. Glowy's doing glowy stuff. Now I gotta figure out how this guy did this, but he did some like sponge dabbing. Now I gotta see how he did it. I don't know if I got a sponge over here I can use. Huh. Do I still have them? Uh-oh. That's not good. To figure out how this guy did this, but we're gonna have to work on some of this stuff and get it ready. So as you guys can see, we repainted this and got it. It's glossy, but we could spray it down flat. So am I doing autistic screeching tonight? No. So is the ship sponge worthy? Yeah, I just gotta remember where I put like this stuff. I don't know. Shoot. Oh, I have an idea here. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We're gonna put Don Flurgany on. Oh yeah, Elon killed Knitter. Yep. Elon Flurgandy. Do. I'm just putting this on so there's something in the background, guys. I'll be right back, though. So, Iran has a $10 million bounty on Barron Trump. Wow, impressive. So, the chairman of the FSB is going to defect on the runway to Sheremetyevo Airport. Yeah, it's not going to be like the Cardinal of the Kremlin. That would be funny.
It's like, what are you, Superman? Like, it would be inhuman to not cheat on every once in a while. You can have like a cheat meal. I feel like cheat days are really bad to have, but if you have like a snack or one cheat meal every so often or whatever, that's fine. But it's just like, yeah, I never make a single mistake. I'm the perfect. And this is somebody that's failed countless diets before. Again, I hope you're losing weight, even though you're a piece of shit. I'm always forget people getting healthy. But with how much you're lying to yourself, it's probably not going to happen. Just saying. You need to be honest with yourself when you're doing something like that.
Cut out the booze, staying keto, eating clean.
Cut out the booze today. Maybe that's what he means. I cut out the booze today. He like said it under his breath. Last few hours.
Can't say I feel incredible or much better, but
I can't say I don't really feel much better or anything, but it's going okay. I said these next couple of weeks will show a lot because Melanie, he's not there to, brag to Melanie Mack and bother her all hours of the day and night. Melanie Mack, hey, look, I just had this bacon. Isn't that cool? Nice, chair.
It is good to see the scale go down, and it's good to
show us
be
the scale.
Dedicated to not croaking from a massive coronary at 45 years old.
I
the
hope
federal
that
government is
happen.
refusing to turn over records related to an ICE investigation. Excuse me, I did take a drink. My throats are dry. I only have about 75.
Do you say my throats are dry? Oh no. Man, how hard has the bull been railing you, bud? He's got multiple throats. Been taking the bull by the horns.
He's taking the bull by the horn.
I had 90 minutes of sleep last night. Maybe I'm
All right,
dehydrated
let's figure out if
from
we
that,
can do some sponge
We'll have to
work on
see.
this biatch.
You dehydrated. Oh, I wonder what dehydrates you. Alcohol?
By the way, this next segment is
All the
sponsored
cummy.
Canned
by
soup, thanks for the
Ultra
sub.
Pouches. Check this out real quick.
Thank you.
This segment is sponsored by Ultra Pouches. You ever woken up and needed one of those pouches?
Hold on, you
or a
guys.
cup
We
of
may
coffee
switch
just
over to the
feel like
stuff
a
I'm
human?
watching for this.
How many-
So hold on.
What? You need a pouch or a cup of coffee to feel like a human?
Pouches, cups of coffee, and or energy drinks. You need
Can't take this. The reason I keep this into, he can't take his eyes off the screen for 1 second from this.
during the day, just stop yourself from crashing or even feeling some form of withdrawal. First off, these pouches are completely nicotine-free and
Withdrawal?
caffeine-free. You're probably thinking, if they don't have those things, what exactly is in them? Well, they partnered with neuroscientists to design these pouches. They use clinically proven nootropics.
All right, chat. We're gonna look at this guy. He does a realistic hull on the. He does a lot of stuff here. So let's
First,
see.
let's mark the waterline and take a look at the effect we're trying to achieve. This time, I want to create a heavily worn and rusted hull.
So we're
Something
not going to have
looks
that.
like
We got
it's
a
been
waterline model.
Beaten up by years
This is all below
of
the
hard
waterline.
service
I
at
don't
sea.
care about this part.
So, we begin by creating our base, the rust layer. I used earlier when I thinned it with water to create the first rust effect.
Okay, here we go.
The important thing here is not to overdo it. Thinned it with water to create the first rust effect. Next, scratches. The important thing here is not to overdo it. A little dark gray paint and small sharp brush are all we need.
Okay. How does he do the? So I got a darker gray on this. All right, this is too woo. I guess I didn't realize how dark this is now that it dried. Oh, buddy, it's a little too. It's a little too. This is a little too dark for
For
a
the
ship, I
stripping
think. Chat.
effects, I'm once again using my favorite AK enamel products together with a generous amount of enamel thinner.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's a little dark. That's a little better than what I have. So, the Japanese music is epic, yeah. So, why can't you super chat? I don't know. Well, I mean, guys, this is a lot darker than that, but I don't know what to fucking do. I think we're just gonna have to send it like this and just deal with it. Sorry, but we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna glue down the superstructure right now though and get that done. So let's get this kind of glued up. So paint it magenta. No, we're not doing any of that. So let's. I think we're all set there, guys. This will be good enough. I don't know what else to do. So let's just paint this bitch and we'll keep this as a lesson for the future. This will be a lesson for the future. Have I done any? I haven't done any fishing at all. I've been busy. Like we got a lot of stuff going on. So no, I have not had a chance to fish. At some point we will. But no, we haven't done any of that. Where did I put the damn lighter? Tell me how was your weekend? Tell me how did your weekend go? Did you go out? Did you do it? Did you crash the fuck out? Monday socks off, man. Wait, is it in here? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. All right, there we go, chat. All right. EDW Raptor for 20 subs. Thank you.
I'll be better tomorrow.
Your cat's
Hopefully Huck
singing
will
here?
take a
Okay,
turn
hold
for the
on.
good.
Meow, meow, meow,
And,
meow, meow, meow. Meow,
I'm
meow,
live
meow.
Monday through
Meow,
Thursday at 2
meow.
p.m. Eastern.
Meow,
and
meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
When you're even self-admittedly low energy on your
Yeah.
show, you know this is an entertainment game,
Is
right?
Knitter Black Twitter? No.
Not that you have to be crazy YouTuber over Mr. Beast energy, right? But to be entertaining, you have to have some level of energy.
Oh, well, you said you had a cat. You lied. You son of a
That's
bitch.
probably kind of true. To be fair.
You know what?
All
Public
right, let's
comment
get
from
to
the
this
LA
Marco
City Council
Ruffalo
meeting. We could
story
try
here.
that.
Canada's making threats to America. Okay.
Guys didn't
Well,
like
Mark
that.
Ruffalo
Love and
has
feeling.
finally woke himself too close to the sun. I know there are a lot of noticers out there in the crowd that believe certain groups of people run everything. I don't know if I believe all that. But certainly, I think it's basically the truth that Hollywood is run by a certain group of people.
Das
Mark
Juden.
Ruffalo has finally
Wait, what?
woked his way too close
He said, I don't think they do, but they
to
do.
the sun. Mark Ruffalo, the Resistance. Last reminder for today.
Oh,
Poker
no.
tournament, 1,000 prize pool.
Ooh, he stopped himself. He almost said dollars. 1,000 prize pool.
500 in bounties on me. Recording.com/poker. Sign up today so I can send you the instructions so you can get signed up and get used to the site.
So
Get some.
It's so obvious.
your
Reps
cat would
in.
sing along whenever you sing.
Ruffalo's one of the most outspoken actors. In
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Knitter's
Do I
not
wanna
working
keep
now. It's
reading?
done.
Oh, no.
Keno Grove alert, folks.
No, page 6. No, I don't.
Keno Grove alert. There we go. Ring it up. Keno dub. Now it's the same. It's so funny. It is the same tweet, by the way. But it's, dude, he still keeps bringing it up.
There we go,
Still.
chat.
I think we'll just check the archive to make sure you haven't changed anything.
Check your
I think
Keno
that's
archive.
the smart way. We always want to make sure that these people haven't.
There we go.
After the fact.
There we
decided
go.
They want to change something.
Really? Yeah, we always want to make sure these people don't, after the
Let's-
fact, delete
LA
all of
City
their-
Council
everything
meeting.
that they said the
Okay,
previous
let's.
night. Isn't that right, Jer?
If you guys don't know, that's where we have all the
Ruffalo
sound bites from.
We won't
So-
miss you.
Let's
Brutal.
fire that
That's-
up.
That's my
L-
thoughts on it.
A
Ruffalo?
City.
Don't care. So with that, I'm gonna jump off and go be with my dog.
But why? You just said there's no reason
When I
to.
get back, hopefully with
Let's
good
see
news.
here.
I'm gonna send out the
Okay.
email for the poker tournament. Totally free to.
EDW Raptor. When does the this is a short meeting, it looks like.
Más oradores. Gracias.
If you've made an accommodation request pursuant to the ADA with the clerk's office, or if you would like to, please raise your hand when it's your turn to speak so the sergeants know to provide you with that wireless handheld microphone. Additionally, in order to help us to comply with that accommodation request, we would ask that you please proceed to the center aisle in the middle of the council chambers, not to the podium. It should be easier for you to get there and, again, allow us to comply with your ADA accommodation request. After we conclude public
All
comment,
right, let's
we
see
will
here.
also
We've
have
got.
a separate set of instructions that is specific to virtual public commenters. So I would ask
I think
that you
that's
have your
on.
attention at that time.
We'll do
Finally,
a heavy
in order to
wash
help
on
us
this, but
accommodate
let's see
as
if we
many
can put
people
some
as
rusting
possible
on
and
this.
run an efficient
A
public
little bit of
comment
light
period,
rusting
we would
here.
ask that you please wait until you
So-
hear the name that you signed up under called aloud before lining up in any order.
No,
once
Bob,
you're
this is
left
where we
inside
get
the
all
council
these
chambers to
clips.
speak.
This stuff right here. Like, this is where all my clips come from. All the funny clips, like, you know.
Órale, putos. Muchas gracias para todo. Translation, nigga.
Hello, faggots. Thank you so much for everything.
God bless you, Donald Trump. Keep the
Not on the
simplified
agenda.
fags out of our government. Hey, Mr. Attorney, look at my finger. Fuck you.
Are you telling me that's not funny? So here we go. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Which items would you like to speak on?
Item 29 and public comment.
All right, you have 2 minutes, 1 minute for the item, 1 minute for public comment.
Thank you, council members, and especially Councilmember Heather Hutt and her Chief of Staff, Andrew Westall. My name is Nina Paquette, and I am a senior in high school here in Los Angeles, speaking in support of
I
item
understand it's a little
29.
girl.
During my internship with Assemblymember John Harabedian, I began researching phenibut, and what I discovered scared me.
So,
Phenibut is a powerful psychoactive drug developed in the Soviet Union in the 1960s for astronauts. Today in America, specifically on social media, it is marketed as a smart drug or a brain booster. Teenagers can buy it at gas stations with no idea it can cause addiction,
All right, let's see if we can come up with
seizures,
some rust in here.
hallucinations, psychosis, and coma. Australia banned Phenibut after 7 high school students overdosed and were hospitalized. It is banned in 3 U.S. states and 10 countries. Yet, in Los Angeles, a 13-year-old can still buy it with no ID and no warning label. I reached out to Councilmember Hutt because I wanted to change that. She listened and acted. I'm incredibly grateful to her and Andrew for giving a young person a voice. I respectfully ask you to support item 29. Thank you very much.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call a few more names. Lucille Caruso, Siobhan O'Neill Schwennick, Michael Ackerman, Chavez Nancy, and Dan Gus, Substack News.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead, begin with the items, please.
Hey, white boy, what'd you say?
Oh,
Your
it's
time is running.
Herman.
You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general.
Got that, white boy. So, as far as item number 29,
This is our guy. This is our guy. And notice, chat, that little girl came up and spoke here. He has to speak behind this. He's not allowed to come up closer.
fuck item 29. Did you hear in the news LAX brought in some more fentanyl, dickheads? So fuck item 29 and fuck your policy on drugs. You don't do shit. Incompetent, incoherent motherfuckers. You like drugs. That's why we have a whole population of people on the goddamn fucking street with drugs. So fuck item 29. Like I said, diddle, smoking scan. Hey, well, shout out Substack. What's up, Dan? Hey, look at here. On item number 1, we got some alcohol sales. More fucking drugs for our streets. Off of the so-called 1616 West Yosemite Drive. Off of, Yosemite Drive. North Townsend Avenue. Do we need more fucking drugs? You just heard what the young lady said. Do we need more substance on our fucking streets on item number 1 in CD 14? After all, in her statement, she says she's only been to 21 of her committees. Well, that tells you why. She's fucking drunk and she got fired today. So long to Gerardo. That was item 1, I believe. Now to item 21, everyone. Nathan Hockman issue, right? What does this involve, Nathan Hockman? Aren't you the lead DA? Well, let me tell you about the DA. Item 21, regarding County District Attorney Nathan Hockman J, middle initial. Charges against employees who report workplace discrimination through official channels. Well, Dan, Smokestack, Smoke and Scan, Jason, Damien, you all heard the shit. You read it in the news. You watch it on television. It's a total holocaust. A fucking breakdown of society when you got your lead district attorney and that same motherfucker Bonta and that same stupid asshole Newscomb just fucking it all up for all you folks. Lying. Lie after lie. And that's why I'm the only white motherfucker, Mr. White Boy Attorney Pumpkinhead. If you're listening, you'd be following along because you're too fucking stupid. You're an idiot. Moron. And I believe, for the record, he goes by the name of Grote Jonathan Phillip. Thank you. Now to my general public comment. In my hand, ladies and gentlemen, is a public record, Smoke and Scan. Raw men scrutinize, overrule, and tackling LA homelessness. What the fuck does that mean? For years, for años, estos pinche putos Smoke and Scan and Dan from Smoke and Scan in your report is this. Evil Los Angeles and Los Angeles County versus United States, David O'Carter and Bill O'Saley, because we, yes, have a homeless fucking crisis. Look at the indictment, current price walk in Smoke and Scan. Look at him.
Autism is not a disability.
Yeah, because Jason's going to say, motherfucker, don't do shit. He don't do come into the community and fucking want to just tap people out and steal. He's a brother. He know what he's doing. Yeah, well, for the record, 42 USC 1983. Fuck you, Los Angeles, on behalf of Smoke and Scan.
Before the next speaker, I'll call a couple more names. El Choyo and Harriet Elliott.
El Choyo. What does El Choyo mean in Spanish? We need Erica here to translate.
Hello,
Good-
it's me again. Good
good morning.
afternoon.
What would you
sorry,
like
yeah,
to speak
sorry
to?
to bother you with this, but the county's kind of giving me a hard time with this vending table thing. And as far as I'm concerned, their thing has to do with food temperature and sanitation. How I keep those temperatures safely, that's on me. You got a thermometer, but they seem to focus on this construction, and it's not a cookie cutter type of thing when you're doing your thing, whatever you're cooking or making or selling. And I don't want to be accused if they come up to me and said, did something wrong with the ticket, but how it did it, I do it better. Because the sidewalk vending is with the city. I'm going to jump it here. I went to this, it has something to do with a micro trade agreement. They want you to list all these people you vend with. I don't have yellow pages to shop local. And it says here, I could use a lightweight collapsible folding table, but the county says no. So I don't know what I'm doing. And I wanted to thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
I have no fucking idea what that lady's problem was.
Before the next speaker, I want to yield the floor to Councilmember Hernandez for an amendment.
Yes, Council President, I have an amendment for item 24.
All right,
Thank
it's
you.
been circulated. Thank you.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
General comment?
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
I'd like the deputy city attorney to tell the police officers in here now, in front of everyone, that if they expel a member of the public, even for a good reason, they have to offer them papers so they can quickly challenge the expulsion in administrative law court. And that if they don't, the officers are violating due process and are guilty of a serious crime, somewhere between false imprisonment and kidnapping. Second topic. Over the weekend, Fox News featured the Los Angeles City Council to make fun of one of the speakers at the August 11th meeting. But it wasn't one of the regular speakers who put in the hard work week after week. It was someone new. This was totally unfair. So if you want quality city council commentary, don't watch Fox News. Watch Smoke and Scan.
Next speaker.
That's so funny.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Perdí la traducción y tengo que hacerlo de memoria.
I lost the
Escribí-
translation and I have to do this by memory.
Escribí en public comment las palabras de Renee Pittman.
The words of Renee Pittman,
Página 99.
page 99.
Tú no eres mi hermano mayor.
You're not my older brother.
Okay. La tecnología de satélite es tan horroroso que puede cambiar su mente.
The satellite technology is so awful that it can change your mind.
Y
The satellites.
la satélite se describe en el libro Enfrentamiento de en los cielos.
Oh,
And
I had
the
this done the
satellite
wrong
is
way, guys.
described
Here, you
as
can see.
unintelligible in the sky.
Confrontation in the sky. Confrontation. Pero usa arts beam in inglés.
It
Oh.
uses a beam.
You know, chat, honestly, I'm thinking about this. I wish Jeff was around for this. I think Jeff would have loved these. Jeff would have fucking loved these city council meetings. I fucking love this lady just talking about satellites controlling your head. She started speaking Spanish when Herman spoke Spanish. I don't think that lady's ethnically Hispanic. I think she just is like using Google Translate. I'd love to go in there and just be like, read broken English. Base it on, they're messing with them. That's why they're doing this. That's why they're doing it. They're like, it's like this guy when he did the hello faggots thing. The satellite dish in my head, yes. But yes, Jeff would have loved this. I think he would have absolutely loved it. Anniversary of the National Park Service. Well, thank you. Anniversary of the National Park Service. Very fine people on both sides. Hi, Marlene. This lady's serious though. She's been doing it for like months now, for a year now. Wow. Mental health is serious, chat. You know, maybe you're Lindsay Clancy on one hand, the next hand, you're strangling your kids, or you're at city council acting like a loon. This is Tim and Eric, public access, yeah.
In English.
Thank you. Next speaker. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item number 1.
Okay. So you have 1 minute for item number 1. Go ahead.
Great. Good morning, Council President and honorable council members. My name is Brian Bryanson. I'm the applicant for item number 1, Little Lands Wines, Market 1616 LLC, hopefully soon to be Little Lands Market in CD14, specifically beautiful Eagle Rock. My project seeks PCN approval as we are aiming to be a vital community resource and neighborhood spot that offers natural but not annoying wine, bottles for sale, and also a bar to drink and taste at. We also seek to honor the history of the building, which for the last 30 years was a neighborhood market, and in the 1940s was a soda fountain. To that end, we'll have dry goods, snacks, and those types of things. Through this process, we have seeked formal approval from the Eagle Rock Neighborhood Council, and I've worked with local organizations like the Bob Baker Theater, Vidiots, Keely Myers Real Estate, Bell's Bagels, to collaborate in the community. Is that my time?
Yes.
Anyway, I seek for your thoughtful approval. Thank you so much.
Council President, all names have been called for in-person public comment.
All right, let's go to telephones.
Yes, Mr. President. To our virtual public commenters, we are now going to move on to virtual public comment. I would ask that you please listen carefully to these instructions. I will now explain the procedure. Please do not attempt to raise your hand until I am finished explaining the procedure. After I have finished explaining the procedure, I will ask staff to enable the raise hand function for our virtual public speakers. After which, callers can then press *9 to request to speak. After you press *9 to request to speak, you will hear a message stating that your hand has been raised. Callers, when stating that your hand has been raised. Callers, when it is your turn to speak, an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press *6 to unmute yourself. If you do not do so, council staff will prompt you once more. At that point, you need to immediately unmute yourself, or unfortunately, you will forfeit your speaking time and we will move on to the next caller. Finally, because of a brief time delay between the live meeting and the broadcast, 2 things are important. First, while waiting for your turn to speak, please keep an ear to the phone so you know in real time when it is your turn to unmute. Second, if you're listening to this meeting on another device, please turn down the volume on that device immediately when it's your turn to speak. Between the time delay and feedback, it will cause a great deal of confusion if you continue to listen on your other devices. As a reminder, the items open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 through 3, items 15 through 25, and 27 through 37. So again, the items open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 through 3, items 15 through 25, items 27 through 37. And I will ask the CLA to confirm that the amendments are up and live online. Okay, and with that, I will now ask staff to enable the hand raise function.
Private caller, please unmute yourself, state your name and the items you'd like to speak to.
Yeah, hi. DanielGus.substack.com. Shout out to Smoke and Scan and Herman and Dusty. All items and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
All righty, item number 21. Hey, this is a day late and $1 short as the charges were already reduced to misdemeanor level. And you guys didn't raise this agenda item earlier when it mattered. Instead, why don't you change it and use the same energy to condemn and oppose the Stop Nick Shirley Act? So which one of you boys and girls are going to do the right thing and take a stand against exposing other corruption? Curran Price, where are you, bro? Marquise, where are you, bro? Come on. Now do something timely. Condemn and oppose the Stop Nick Shirley Act. Shout out to Smoke and Scan and Herman. 22, the Innovation and Performance Commission. Are you fucking kidding me? DanielGus.substack.com. Who knew that there was a commission that exists and based on the hideous condition of the city? Why is this board being reappointed instead of being cleared out? The mayor does the nomination, but you guys do the confirmation of these people. Innovation and Performance. This is the worst run city in the United States. What a shame. Innovation and Performance Commission, and you want the same person reappointed to it? Come on now. 25, emergency preparedness. I just want to remind you that the mayor's deputy for public safety, which is hand in hand with emergency preparedness, was convicted of making a bomb threat and notably didn't go to prison. I don't know why Nithya hasn't jumped on that issue. Emergency preparedness, and her opponent's deputy is a convicted felon for threatening to bomb City Hall. I don't know why Nithya hasn't jumped on it. Must be some sort of deal behind the scenes. DanielGus.substack.com. Shout out to Smoke and Scan and Herman. 31 through 33, these rewards are taxable income. Just because the city does not issue a 1099 doesn't make it exempt. If you want these rewards to be more effective, because clearly they go for years without being claimed, you should increase the amount because it is taxable income. DanielGus.substack.com. Shout out to Smoke and Scan and Herman. There are federal crimes being committed right now. Talk about having integrity and innovation. There are federal crimes right now being. Going to go back to the Innovation and Performance Commission. There are federal crimes that Deputy City Attorney Steve Houchin is aware of. That he has.
This is not on the agenda. You'll stick to the agenda,
Yes,
or you can
it
move
is.
to general.
No, growth. This has to do with innovation and performance.
No, it does
Stop
not.
taking my
Regardless,
time.
your time for that has expired. Please move on to general. You have 1 minute.
All right, well, emergency preparedness. Animal Services is a law enforcement agency, okay? It's a law enforcement agency with law enforcement officers. Fuck you, Grote. This is what you do. So Joey Tuccio says there isn't animal cruelty on Skid Row. So why did the mayor jumpstart an animal cruelty task force again? It's because Trump is now issuing $5,000 reward. Why don't you have Joey Tuccio in for a public hearing? He has the receipts. He's getting national attention. He's getting talk radio attention. So why isn't a guy like Joey Tuccio on the Animal Services Commission? Bass nominates, but you confirm them. Guess what? Why don't you give him a grant? Why don't you have him in to talk one-on-one and ask yourself, why isn't the number one guy doing something about animal cruelty and failure at animal services and corruption? Why isn't he nominated to be on that commission? And that's you for taking my time. Smoke and Scan.
And your time has expired. Next caller.
Caller with the last four digits, 1881. Please unmute yourself, state your name and the items you'd like to speak to.
There we go, chat. We
Yes,
filled up the
good
paint from
morning.
last week.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
There
we
we
can.
go.
Which
Now
items
we
would
might
you like
be able
to
to do
speak
some
to? And good
roasting.
morning to you.
We're trying to rust it.
Yes, all items and public comment. And,
Okay.
uh,
So
Mr.
you have
Grove,
3 minutes
Mr.
for the items and 1
Lifebot-
minute for general. So please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Yes. But Mr. Lionel did a very nice thing. He was very kind to you, and I would like to say the same thing. Good morning, Mr. Grove, for doing your job. I don't like some of the things that you may interfere with my speech, but
Appreciate
good
the
morning,
feedback,
sir.
but you can speak to it during general, but please stick to the items. Go ahead.
You know how the great pander is. I want to make sure Smoking Scan likes me. Item 29, I believe that was the drug issue. And I want to thank that young lady that spoke before me. What's going on in the penal system, in prison, the new drugs that are in there, these kids that will be coming out shortly, we need to check into that. It's a very dangerous thing, and they're going to be back on the streets. And I would hope that somebody would pay attention to that. You know what, Mr. Grove, let me go on to public comment. May I?
Okay, of
Public
course.
comment?
You have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Thank you.
It's so funny. This sounds like a fucking talk show. So fucking funny. Okay, guys. So we're gonna try to do this because we've got clear coat on this now. I'm gonna use some of the rust colors. We got a couple of rust colors, and I think we're gonna do a little bit of rust coloring here and see if we can streak some rust on this. I don't know. We also are gonna work on these. Like we got the chains here. We could do a little rusting on. We can get the chrysanthemum on the front. Although I think there's not really a chrysanthemum on here, so we might have to make one here based out of the kit. But let's keep going.
I watched the news yesterday, and look, there's Mayor Bass. He's over in an area where there's a lot of fires. And Miss Rahman, I hope you or Miss Bass, who becomes mayor, really takes a look at Porter Ranch. You know, we have no representation out there. Look at the fires in Reno, Nevada. Did you see those 40-mile winds? I mean, disaster. That's what we have in Porter Ranch all the time. But the person that represents that district, he's missing somewhere. He's buying new ties and getting a new gift of a suit or something. But, you know,
Okay, I do
Ms.
see it.
Rahman
All
and
right.
Ms. Bass, I hope that you folks pay attention to what's happening not only in other areas, but in Porter Ranch. This weekend was a disaster, smoking marijuana up there like crazy, throwing them in the weeds. But John Lee doesn't care because we talk and call in the problems, and what does he do? Nothing. That is his new name. No, nothing, do nothing, John.
Thank you. Your time has expired. Next caller.
Caller with the last four digits, 7533. Please unmute yourself, state your name and the items you'd like to speak to.
Good morning. My name is Audadell Layla of Smoking Scan, and good morning, Mr. Grote.
Good morning.
That's what we're doing today.
3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Thank you. So don't cut me off this time. Not you, but whoever. Okay. I would like to
Don't cut me off.
now funding for cleaning, beautification cleanups, and all that stuff. And I get nervous, and I know Smoking Scan will understand why I get nervous, because this is in Council Soto Martinez's area. And we know that Scientology likes to trick and fool and make you guys all think that they are not hiding and criminating all the crimes inside the blue building and other buildings by doing cleanup. And so I know that they are likely going to be involved with this, and they like to pass out their way to happiness little pamphlet, which they will swear is not Scientology, but it is, because it's Scientology, written by Scientology. It's all based on Hubbard, and it's passed out by Scientologists. So it's just one of the many, many front groups that we like to make you aware of. And I know that Mr. Soto Martinez is terrified of Scientology. I can't blame him because they are very, they like to litigate, and they're gonna harp in on his hypocrisy of being so pro-union
And you've
turning
exhausted
a
your 1
blind
minute on that
eye for
item.
all the
Please move
slave
on to
labor
another
going
item.
on. Okie dokie. Let's talk about the district attorney going after the LAPD officer. You know, I don't think he should. I think the people who were, you know, there's a lot of, this is not the first time we're hearing about a lot of horrible things being said and racist things. And, you know, there's like, there seems to be a little bit of a culture of that going on there.
Racism,
So why don't, if you're
base.
going to punish him for, recording it because maybe he wants proof of that, why not go in and also really punish the people who are doing it? It just reminds me of that hot mic incident from way back when. But I also know that though this attorney Hoffman, he also listens to Scientology and trying to bring up bogus, trying to bring up charges to make them worse than they really were, like from a basic misdemeanor, like messing with a wreath that was ordered to be taken down off L. Ron Hubbard and trying to turn it into
You've
a hate
exhausted your
crime.
1 minute
It's
on
not a
item
hate
21.
crime.
Please move on to another item.
That was a whole minute. Wow. Smoking Scan, did you time that? Was that really a whole minute? Okay, let's go to the Innovation and Performance Commission. I do agree with Daniel Gus that, innovation and performance here in LA, it's been horrible, especially since Mr. Lee owes me an apology, and Smoke and Scan has not forgotten about that. But back to this agenda item. Okay, I would like to say that I have put in a request for innovation to put all together all the Streets LA, DOT, LAPD, all the permits that you guys give out from different entities and put it on one system so everyone knows
General
what you're
public comment?
doing. That's half the problem, and they don't do that. Is this public comment?
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to say, possible, it's going to be interesting if Nithya Raman wins the mayoral race. Okay, now Nithya, I don't understand. I see you're kind of like one of your people, whatever, kind of going after Mayor Bass for her close ties to Scientology. I don't know why you're not really putting that out there. She spoke at their opening event. Her old 501c3, I can't think of the name of it right now, is right across the street from the Scientology building. And your little tunnel could connect them underneath. And we know that Scientology, this is proven, they do have tunnels under Big Blue, and they were reinforcing them recently. So who knows? I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist about tunnels. Smoke and Scan knows that. But I don't know why you're not pushing that. I don't know why you're not pushing, the mayor to come clean about what she's doing, why she's hanging out with Tom Cruise at the Olympics in France.
And your time has expired. Next caller.
Private caller, please unmute yourself, state your name and the items you'd like to speak to.
Yes, my name is Jason, and I'm a Smoker Scan viewer.
All right, caller, you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. I'm going to ask that you please, you know the drill. We do this at every meeting. Please stick to the agenda items for the first 3 minutes, and then you can go on to general. Go ahead.
That's Mighty Whitey, Pumpkinhead. Shout out to Smoke Scan.
Mighty Whitey, you.
Since we're gonna do all this, spend all this money and cleaning up the city and stuff here, can we focus some of it down there on the streets, like on Figueroa? Because we got these chicks down here walking around and all the garbage and shit on the street and whatever. And now we got the chicks walking around with knee pads on because they got to get down on their knees to try to suck the baby gravy out of these guys, and they're getting their knees all scabs and stuff because I'm burning up all broken glass and all the shit on the ground. And it's kind of rough there because, if they're expecting to pay $5 for a little dry rubbing
So
tub.
I'm going to ask that you stick to item 19, that is the cleanup item. Otherwise, I'm going to move you to general. You veered off topic. So stick to item 19, or you can move on to general.
Understood, Pumpkinhead, but I don't see how I veered off. I was talking about cleaning up the streets and everything, and down on Figueroa, we got all the chicks, they're trying to work down here, but it can't work because, they're getting their legs all eat up from all the garbage shit in the street there, when they're just trying to, tug on the guys.
You've exhausted your 1 minute on item 19. Please move on to another item.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, good deal. And shout out to Smoke Scan. I guess that's the thing today there. Anyways, he's doing a good thing there. Y'all say shout out to him too, that Pumpkinhead. But anyway, also, if we can get something done, I know we're talking about Nancy or whatever there, for a little mayoral race. I don't know if I trust her. She looks a little suspect to me. Like one of those characters from Simpsons there, the guy down there at the Quick Stop or the Jiffy Mart, wherever the hell he
So
was.
you've been asked to stay on topic.
Yeah.
I'm going to move you to general. You've refused to comply with those directions. Go ahead. You have 1 minute for general.
Oh, well, thank you, Pumpkinhead. I was about done there anyway. Shout out to Smoke Scan. Damn, you're doing a good thing there. In the Smoke Scan community there. We have a good show today. Hopefully we have a good chase this week, damn it. We ain't had a good one in a couple days. I mean, that other day, it was a good damn chase. We need another good chase there, damn it. Let's get it. So Smoke Scan, let's get together, rally. Somebody go out and rob a Kia and jack a Kia or something there. And, let's run through down on Figueroa there, see what the chick doing there. I guess y'all have a good day there. And Pumpkinhead, do better there, brother. Y'all have a good.
I love how they call him Pumpkinhead.
Next caller.
Caller with the last four digits, 1403. Please unmute yourself, state your name and the items you'd like to speak to.
Yeah, I'd like to speak on all the goddamn fucking
Hey,
items.
Mr. Spindler, you have 3
goddamn
minutes for the
general
items and 1 minute
comment.
for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
That's not my name. I'm the transgender one. Number one, that's another alcohol permit. For alcohol, just like Jose Weezer, if you start drinking alcohol in item one, you're going to go bald, you're going to become fat, you're going to look like Hugo Soto Martinez. You'll start punching your woman. You'll start beating her. And we don't want women to be beaten. Right, Imelda? And then we have item two.
Eric, you're saying is that
Item
Baldo?
number two.
No.
Then we have item three.
No, this is a guy, he's a lawyer who has sued the shit out of the city a bunch of times. It's this guy here.
That little NIGGER bitch. Guess who got indicted? Ha 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 ha.
It's that guy.
Fuck that item two. Then we get to items 15 to 20 fucking 5. And what do we have here? A cleanup. What are we going to clean up? Figueroa? You can't clean up the streets. You can't clean up the pimps. And you can't clean up the hoes. I agree with Mr. Jenkins. Fuck this item. Then we have additional items involving crime. Everybody knows about crime on the city council. Everybody on the city council's hiding things. Hiding from the FBI.
So which item are you speaking to?
IRS.
Otherwise, I'm going to move you to general.
Speaking about the crime.
No, I
We're
need you to
speaking
identify
about
the
the
item that you're
crime.
speaking to. There's not a general crime item on here.
See, you get away with this on the phone if I'm in person.
Okay,
I'm 6
so I've
foot
asked
8
you
and
politely to
black.
identify
You
the
wouldn't
items
do
you're
that
speaking to.
me.
You refuse to do so. You now have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead. Can we set the clock to one? Oh, it's at 1 minute. Go ahead.
Look at this. Dirty, filthy, dog-eating, Jew-looking, pumpkin-headed scumbag, asshole bar card holder. We're calling on the state bar to investigate this piece of shit. I can't talk. I feel threatened when I talk. I feel like somebody's drinking and slapping me up the head, like one of Jose Weezer's hoes in Las Vegas. So again, you're being put on warnings. I'm giving you your first and last warning that you better stop fucking up or you're going to lose your bar license and you're going to start drinking and getting fat and bald, you stupid, dumb motherfucking attorney. Don't you understand? The politicians aren't going to save you. You're the one.
And your time has expired.
Caller with the
All right.
last four digits, 3998. Please unmute yourself, state your name and the items you'd like to speak to.
Caller with the last four digits, 3998. This is your last opportunity to speak.
Yes.
Yes, I believe you're unmuted. What would you like to speak to?
Yes. I'm going to go with 19, 23, 24, and general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start with 19. So I do see Councilmember Soto Martinez, you talking about funding for beautification of Los Angeles. Hey, how are you supporting this item when you previously supported the abolishment of 4118? How is that going to help clean up the community where after you abolish 4118, we're going to see homeless defecating, feces, urine, and it's a public health hazard right there. And I hope that you understand that part, Councilmember Soto Martinez. So let's go to number 23. Yes. So in Councilmember Monica Rodriguez's district, I've been seeing a lot of teenagers on e-bikes doing wheelies, doing dangerous stunts on the street. And I just saw one teenager who was riding an e-bike without a helmet, and I was concerned that, God forbid, if that teenager gets into an accident, he could hit his head on the concrete ground and go to the hospital. And this is a very serious safety concern that I have for this gentleman. And I see number item 24, which sounds like a very good item to take action to address the existence of fireworks. Now, the one thing I'd like to see as a solution for the city to look into is host more public events where communities can go and watch professional fireworks shows. I do remember a long time ago at Verdigos High School, that's Monica Rodriguez's district, for decades, we used to go to Verdigos High School to watch professional fireworks shows. It was a public event where we had to pay admission to get in, and there was carnival events, all those good times, all those fun things that exist over there no longer exist anymore. So, Councilor Rodriguez, I want to move to general right now.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Mind general? Yes, Councilor Rodriguez, the community wants the 4th of July fireworks shows back at Vertigo Hills High School, a public event. And we haven't seen that in decades. And it's been probably almost 2 decades. I don't know, a decade or something. But we've had this event for a long time. Every year, me and my family, we used to go to Vertigo's High School. We watched professional 4th of July fireworks shows. We don't have that anymore. And
Is he
that's
just
what the
looping?
community wants. Instead of the drone shows, we would like to see this type of event become available on the 4th of July. And I'd like to see if you can do more to secure
So
funding
this guy's looping.
to establish this community event, because this has been like a traditional event that we've had for a long time, but it's no longer existence anymore. And I'd like to see if you can do more to bring that.
Thank you, Speaker. Your time has expired.
All right, that concludes public comment for today's meeting. Thank you to those who came in person and those who spoke over the phone. Sir, you're disrupting the meeting. This is your first and last warning.
Sir, we exhausted public comment earlier, and public comment was closed. You were not here. That's why we moved on to the phones. We always do in-person public comment first. And with that, I'm sorry, Mr. President, go ahead.
Mr. Clerk, what's before us?
Before council is item 21, called special by Councilmember Soto Martinez for comments and motion to note and file. Soto Martinez, HUD.
Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Yes, thank you so much, Council President. Colleagues, I rise to move to note and file item number 21.
All right, chat. There we go. So take me where the clouds go. There we go, chat. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Chastel for Bastel. Look at this. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Now we get all the good stuff. The lawyer gets to be the sergeant at arms. Well, no, they have the police in there. But yeah, that was a pretty good meeting. Yeah, I gotta figure out what we're gonna do here. Let's see if we can find. God, we can watch Firefox, but we get copy struck for that so fast. Oh, so fast we'll get crushed. Let's see. let's see. I don't know here, guys. Trying to let this dry real quick, but oh, this looks pretty cool. There we go. This will be stuff maybe I can do one day. Look what this guy's doing here. Okay. Oh, that is fucking awesome. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Damn. I gotta figure out. I gotta start working a little more there. You guys did a change order early in the build to Shinano? We're not paying for a third Yamato? Well, tough. Shark Jumper says, howdy, Sean. Hail, chat. Hello. Look at that thing. Is that an F4F? Yes, that is a Wildcat. That is the predecessor. That looks so cool. It is art. It is art. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to do with this one. You know, maybe like we'll get this one in the Yorktown done at some point. And after we work on the landscape for the elephant, maybe we'll try to do some like epoxy for these. I don't know. So is that working with resin to make the water? Yes, that's epoxy resin to make the water. I mean, just the foam and the white capping is brilliant work. So the guy had to make the model, distress it, then submerge it, and build a fucking play set around it. Yeah. But yeah, it's epoxy resin. We'll see what this guy does here. So this is like, you have to make battle damage from like the beginning of your model if you want to make it good. So here we go.
Time to do something you would normally try to avoid. As I mentioned, this Wildcat is going to be a crashed aircraft, so now it's time to start adding some serious damage. And the first step is cutting off part of the wing. The plastic is a little too thick on the inside, so I file it down first and then use a rotary tool to make it even thinner. To make the damaged wing look more realistic, I'm using some self-adhesive aluminum foil. The thin metal can be bent, torn and crumpled much more naturally than plastic, which helps recreate the look of a damaged aircraft skin. Now it's time to attach the wings to the fuselage. And to add a few more scratch build parts to the damaged area.
Doing the spars and the struts on that. Look at that. The girding on the insides. Look at that thing getting chewed up. That's one way to paint the cockpit. Just stick your thumb over it. Oh, he's doing a white base. Okay. Interesting.
Normally, I would do the pre-shading with an airbrush, but for this model, I wanted to try something different. Instead, I'm using two different sponges to triple small white spots onto the surface, almost like sponge chipping. The two sponge textures give me a different pattern and levels of coverage. One downside is that I'm using acrylic paint for this, and in some areas I applied it a little too thick. Later, when I sprayed the much thinner lacquer-based coat over it, some of those spots left a slightly raised texture on the surface. So if you try this technique yourself, I would recommend lightly sanding the sponge work before applying the main color. That's one step I skipped here.
All right, there we go. So let's see.
The YouTube algorithm especially loves those. Without your support...
So he talks about doing the weathering here. Okay. Decals, the engine. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here you go. Epoxy resin. Here you go.
Now it's time to add the epoxy resin. This needs around 27 hours to fully cure. If you're working with epoxy resin at home, make sure to use it in a well-ventilated area and never make the layer thicker than the manufacturer recommends. Also make sure to wear a mask. Once the epoxy resin has fully cured, I use a transparent gel to create the wave texture on the surface. While the gel is still wet, I use gentle bursts of air from the airbrush to push and shape it. This breaks up the smooth surface and creates smaller, more natural looking ripples and wave patterns rather than having everything look too uniform. If you look closely, you can see that something happened to the sand while the epoxy was curing, leaving the strange wavy texture on top. And unfortunately, this same thing happened on the model itself. At first, I thought it was because I forgot to add a very thin layer of epoxy before adding the rest. But I tried that on a test piece and exactly the same thing happened again. So maybe the epoxy simply doesn't get along with the varnish. Since I haven't had this problem before, my guess is that the current heat wave here in Europe may have played a part. The room was quite warm, so perhaps the epoxy got too hot while curing and affected the varnish underneath. It's definitely a little flaw, and no, this diorama probably won't win any awards because of it, but luckily I think the waves hide it pretty well.
Look at that. Look at that, chat.
The lighter and thicker ink-painted waterform paste is perfect for adding the final highlights to the waves. I apply it mainly to the highest points and along the wave crest, where the water will naturally break and create bright white foam. This gives the waves more depth and makes the surface look much more dynamic.
It is so impressive how creative this guy can be with all this epoxy stuff. So, yeah, guys, there's all kinds of things you can do there. J Moon says, finished teaching for the day. 4 hours left for the workday. Well, there you go. Yes, he's European. He's using Eduard models. That's one of the giveaways. Couple finishing touches.
Wet effect oil to the Wildcat, especially around the areas in contact with the water. After all, a crashed airplane sitting in the Pacific probably shouldn't look completely dry.
Wow. Oh wait, did Russell
And
Gurr
here
get
it is, the Finnish Wildcat and Pacific Ocean
Wait, did Russell Gurr get sanctioned finally?
diorama. This build definitely had a few surprises along the way, but I'm really happy to see the whole scene finally come together. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And if you have any thoughts, questions, or feedback about the build, leave a comment below. I always enjoy reading them.
All right, guys, it's midnight. I think we're going to leave this here. I am exhausted, and we're going to wrap this up. I will see you guys tomorrow. And, yeah. But anyways, chat, we're actually, like, in really good shape here. We got it all put together. Fine, go. Well, yes, I will go. So, anyways, guys, with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll get back at Keefy D and we'll try to get some more stuff done. We're going to have a fun Thursday show. There's all kinds of cool stuff to talk about. So, see you guys tomorrow. And good night, everybody.
Weapons, blacksmithing, and models of planes, esoteric works, and even some trains. Much merriment had while drinking White Claws, tips on hunting, and even talking the law. Whatever you do, just don't talk to cops, even when they nab you on illegal stops. Just 'cause you did it doesn't mean you're guilty, but please talk to a local attorney. Was that the fat guy Rick Hayden yelled at? Why, yes it was, he even knows he's fat. For all this fun and more, there's one place to go, here on Sean Martin's Potato